What's up everybody, and welcome back. Thanks to the new subscriptions, we've gotten the 95% not subscribed down to 92%, so I hope you keep liking the videos and subscribing to the channel so that we can get that 92% down. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed because it has made a difference. So continuing the tall girl theme from last week with the story of a scary consignee, today I'm recommending My Girlfriend is Big and Cute. This is being written and drawn by Sonoran, and it's 3 chapters. It's a comedy, romance, school life, slice of life, and I find it hard to express how much I am loving this manga. So it was a one-shot that fortunately got serialized because this manga is just so adorable and wholesome. It's incredible. It had to be serialized. And if you want another one-shot turned manga, then check out The Cutest Girl Closest to Me. I'll link it in the description. Just FYI though, some story elements in this video do come from the one-shot. So if it gets changed later in the serialization, well, that's why this might be slightly different. But after reading the one-shot and the manga so far, it does just seem to be a continuation of the one-shot. Now, I'm sure the manga will cover some of the stuff that happened in the one-shot, but if you want to start this now, you might want to check out the one-shot right before reading the manga. With that out of the way, this story follows the relationship between Komi Amane, a formerly popular elementary schooler who never grew, and his girlfriend Asumi Obinata, who is the titular big girl. Komi's not the size of an elementary schooler though. I didn't mean to make it sound like he's that short, but he's just a below average height guy, while Obinata is an above average height girl. I don't know how tall she really is though. We haven't been given measurements, but she's seemingly a bit taller than most of the guys, and she's a full head taller than Komi. So Komi notices Obinata because how couldn't you? She's tall and pretty, but they don't interact until Komi bumps into her as he's walking back home with his little sister's birthday cake and ends up dropping it. Obinata, feeling bad, wants to get him another cake to make up for it, and the two end up eating the messed up cake together, and this is when Komi really starts to develop feelings for Obinata. And even though Komi had been turned down because of his size before and vowed to never confess his feelings again, he just can't hold them back and ends up confessing to Obinata, who obviously says yes. It's in the title. From there, you just get to live different adorable exchanges between them, as this manga, at least so far, takes what I can only describe as a short story approach. The chapters are long though, around 40 pages, so they usually have 3 to 4 stories in them, but they all seem to be linear, and I don't expect the story to continue on with this format. I've seen a lot of romances start off with one like this and then transition to your typical one chapter, one section of story format, and expect this one will too. Now, when I say like it's a short story format, some of them do seem to take place in the same day, like in the same day of school, homeroom versus lunch kind of thing, yet they have little titles. Some of them seem to take place different days, maybe 2 different times walking home together kind of thing, but they all seem like linear stories. They're not all just thrown together, this happened, then this happened, then this happened. They all do feel connected, but they are titled as kind of like little short stories. But like I said, I assume it'll move into the more traditional format of storytelling, but even if it doesn't, I really don't care because this manga is so worth reading. It's adorable all the way around and deserves to be read. If you want something that is a chill, adorable romance comedy, this is it to a T. It's as adorable as Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. It's as adorable as Now That We Draw, The Cutest Girl Closest to Me, Otaku-kun Who's Kind to Gals, all of which I've recommended and you should check out, but all of which I consider at the peak of adorable, and this is no exception so far. And in some ways, it's even more adorable than those I've mentioned because of the height difference. And it isn't played in a way that Komi's really insecure about it. Obviously, he would like to be taller and feel like he can protect his girlfriend, but he never tries to act taller to make himself feel better about it. He knows he's short and he's accepted it because what else are you supposed to do? He does, though, make his friend give him a piggyback ride so he can experience the world at Obinata's height, which is hilarious, but that's about it. Otherwise, he's just accepted the fact that he's not a tall guy and he's not trying to find ways to make himself taller and he's not trying to situate their interactions in ways that make him taller. He knows he's shorter than her and he just accepts it, and honestly, the only thing he cares about is that she likes him. It's an adorable story about a mismatched height relationship that they're trying to keep secret because they're embarrassed about it and don't want to get teased about it. But going by the one shot, there are a few people who already know and think it's adorable, but the sneaking around secret relationship always plays into more adorableness and humor that I'm always here for. Komi and Obinata are fantastic together, and I love both characters, like I said. And one of my favorite parts about Komi is that, yeah, he wants to be taller, but he doesn't seem insecure about his height. And he really seems at times like he doesn't care about it because he's already dating Obinata. Like, that's the pinnacle for him. She loves him despite his height, or in spite of his height. She loves him because of his height. So what does it matter? There are times where that's really his opinion. What does it matter? She loves me. Who cares? It is what it is. Now, they are, again, still hiding it because they don't want to be teased because of their height difference, but obviously it'll come out in the open later on and no one's gonna care. And I've read through enough manga where the guy doesn't want to ask the girl out because something about them makes them feel like there's no way she'll say yes, and that drags out the story and frustrates me. But in this, you never have to worry about it because they're already together. Obinata is fantastic as well. She's a gentle giant who acts like any other girl regardless of her size. The only exception is that she's a super freak athlete. The one shot says from mixed martial arts. The manga hasn't said yet, so we'll see if that remains the same, but she's fantastic. And like Komi, but the reverse, she doesn't try and act short. She knows she's tall. She doesn't want to get taller, but she's not trying to act short to make Komi feel better or not take advantage of her height. So she's not slouching, or she's not, oh, Komi's coming, let me sit down kind of thing. She knows she's tall. She's the tallest character we've seen so far, and she stands up perfectly straight. She's not slouching or trying to make herself seem smaller because she's insecure about her height, and she's not trying to make herself smaller to somehow make Komi feel better, which I love, because also, like I said before, it's not like Komi is trying to put on high heels or platform shoes to make himself taller. Really, both of them seem self-confident enough for their heights to not be a factor in their relationship, and it's great because then it allows them just to act like a normal couple, which obviously results in adorable cuteness because of the mismatch in heights. I really just want this to continue on as it's going. The one thing that I would like to change is the frequency in updates and new chapters, because I just want more. Right now it seems like it's one a month, which, I mean, it makes sense. You're doing 40 pages once a month, yeah, but man, I would love this to be every other week. That's how much I'm loving it. But I just need it to keep going. Whether that's with the short story type chapters or that's a more traditional style, I really don't care because I'm reading this regardless, and so should you. It's a fantastic romance comedy that really hits all the points you want in one, and I just need more. If you want more tall girl, short guy, check out last week's recommendation of the story of a scary consignee, and for the most extreme height difference, you could check out Chieri's Love is 8 meters. They'll be in the end card. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel. 92% of you aren't, so let's try and get that down to 50%. So subscribe if you haven't, and check out the merch linked below. Other than that, I'll see all of you in the next one.